Okay, I think we're there. I think we're working now. My goodness. What a disaster. What a disaster of a morning. Good morning and welcome to what is sure to be one of the worst live shows ever. Because
Here we go.
all right. Oh good, yeah,
Now
I'm
we're
back to
live.
live. Now I gotta turn this volume
Now
down.
this is working.
Okay. So yes. Are we going on a sightseeing trip? I think that's a pretty good idea, frankly. I have no idea how well my connection will hold as we drive around. So here's what happened. First of all, I was like totally uninspired this morning. You know, you have those mornings where it's just you going, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I was in the studio super late last night. I just didn't know what to do, and Joshua likes the title of the show. Excellent. and I came in this morning. I thought, okay, I'll just do it behind the photo. And I've been having in the last 12 hours, my computer's been completely freaking out on me. I go to launch Aperture to dig out some old photos from the archives. I find a series that I want to work with, and Aperture locks up before I can do anything with them. I just go, we're just doing we'll do whatever we, like, big question mark, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about show. And of course, go to fire everything up, and we have massive sync delay. None of the traditional resets are helping. And so I say, fine, we'll just do it from the Mevo, run out to the car, set it and plug it in. And for some reason, that's not even working for the first few minutes, but apparently it now is. And then you saw me live and then go away from being live because I accidentally hit the home button, which took me away from the screen, which means live ended. So that is one of the limitations right now. So that's just the way it is. So I think we should go for a drive. I think that sounds like fun. Of course, the Mevo is just balanced on my, so I got to try and turn off notifications. Man, I don't know how. I'm hoping this isn't going to kill the live. I've got to turn off notifications because they're covering all of my stuff. Let me bring up the notifications window. Hopefully this doesn't kill the live. Go to do not disturb, and it looks like I didn't get dropped. Excellent. Okay. I know if I go away from the app, or if I lock the iPhone or go away from the app, I will immediately get disconnected, which is super awful. But I don't think there's much that a live stream can do about that. I don't know. We're working on that. Anyway, yeah, so it's showing me receiving no data even though we see you. Oh, okay, so that's why we were so confused earlier, because I guess it was working, but we thought it wasn't. Well, anyway, there you go. So Ryan is having to chat with me through this chat system because there's no way for him to chat with me otherwise. It just got severely darker. I wonder why that happened. This is definitely an odd day. I concur completely. Let's get the framing set up right. So I had a lengthy conversation with the folks at Livestream yesterday about the experience that I had, and I've been asked not to tell you too much about what we talked about, but I will tell you it's all good news. There's some really, really good stuff. So I'm just going to leave it at that because I've probably said too much already. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat room, because now that I am watching the chat again, I have to watch the chat on the iPad. What is this truck doing other than making noise? Let's see if there's anything going on here, and then I think we will go for a ride. But yeah, this is like an Ask Me Anything, an AMA. This is like a Reddit AMA. Just throw it out there, whatever you want. We'll see what we can do. Hey, Sully. Good morning, Sully. It's good to see you here. So let's see here. Oh, I know. And when I put my head down, it gets too loud, doesn't it? Let me see if I can. Why did my screen here get so dark? Let me see if I can bring the brightness. Oops. And then I push the camera up to the top of the. Let's just go wide on that again. There we go. I am at full brightness, but the screen went really dark. That is crazy weird. Oh well. Let's see here. Anything in here? So yeah, it's an AMA. It's an Ask Me Anything. If you guys want to ask anything you like, just throw it out there and let's do it. In the meantime, Sheila, good morning. Sheila, you missed the Q&A the other day. The what do you call it? The oh yeah, that's fine. The Patreon thing. That's what it was. You missed the Patreon. We missed you there. Okay. What vehicle is this? Mine, this is an old Audi. This is a 2001 A4. I love this car. Oops. How does that keep happening? I must be, oh, when I was trying to brighten the screen, I bumped something. Let's go for a slightly wider shot like so. Screen brightness is fine for you. It's just my screen. My screen went really dark, even though the brightness is up all the way. I have no idea why. Oh, so the car, it's an old Audi A4, 2001, I believe is right. And 180,000 miles or something on it. Let's see here. What have we got now? 171,000 miles on it. It's time for a new car probably, but car still works. It costs me less to fix every year than it does to buy a new one, so I keep on driving this one. It's a nice car. I like it a lot. Good German engineering. It just, costs a couple grand every time it breaks down, but it's still cheaper than a new car. Problem with going for a drive is that there's not great cell reception around here, and obviously I'm relying on my on my phone's connection to do anything here. So I'm not sure that's a good idea. But anyway, so let's see. This is, again, an Ask Me Anything. Nice steering wheel. Here, let's see what I can do with the placement of the Mevo. If I could position that like so, that's kind of not a good position, is it? It's like it's actually, if I drop the steering wheel, no, that's bad. That will fall down as I drive. I wonder how stable it would be here. It's got like a little rubberishy kind of a foot thing. I don't have... Geeks Live is here. Geeks Live, good morning. You are watching the single most least organized show ever, but thanks for tuning in. That is too funny. Yes, it is the Mevo. That is awesome. Have I tried the face tracking? I really haven't. Should I do that? All right, let's turn on face tracking. Let's see here. I go into there. Find faces, live follow, and autopilot will put the speed all the way up. And I guess that's that. So we tap on the face. David says, organization, what's that? I concur. What is that? I turned on the face tracking, but, oh, there it goes. It just popped in automatically. That was automated. It does find me even with the sunglasses, so that's good. Let's see if I do this, is it? Oh, it's got too much movement, so I decided to do a wide shot. Now it's doing a tight shot again. Interesting. I don't know. Mr. Geek's Life, what do you think? Do you like the auto face tracking feature of the Mevo? Do you find that to be useful? Is it follow someone when face walks by? It probably would. It probably would. It kind of... I love it. See, I'm looking at the feed on my iPad momentary. You know, it's a little bit delayed, and I'm seeing what you guys are saying. It's funny. Alrighty. All right, Sully says, here, this is a good question. Do we know when Panasonic announces the new small Cine camera? It's, yeah, that's next week, right? Whenever that Cine, the big show in LA is. I don't know, that's actually a different department. It's not LUMIX. That is the Panasonic cinema department. So, I don't have a date, but I know it's during that Cine show. That's all I know, and which I think is next week. Geek's Life says, you don't do auto anything except for focus. I know. Auto's a bad idea, I think, usual. But all right, I've had enough of this face tracking auto thing going on. Let me go back. Let me turn that off. Let's see here. I go into here. Turn that. We're turning off live follow. We may as well turn off live faces. There's no reason for that. Bart Johnson says announcement is tomorrow. Well, there you go. There's your answer. Announcement is tomorrow. Okay, let's get this. Turn that back down. Let's get this wide shot up a little bit higher. And let's go for a drive. Let's see what happens. Why not? What's the worst that could possibly happen? I'll show you some scenery around here. I'll show you kind of the area that I live in. Let's take a tour of... It does look very clear, doesn't it, David? It says it's a good signal. It really is. I've got currently... I should keep this open. I've got a 3.9 megabit stream right now, and we'll see how that works out. Oh, God, every time I touch it, this is a problem. Okay, Ryan, make a note of this. I got to talk to Livestream about this. Every time I touch, not every time, but if I'm not super careful, when I touch the info palette, it is zooming or panning the camera around, which is something I obviously don't want. Let's go a little bit wider on this shot. Let's go full wide. Why not? We'll just go full wide on this. See, which I can't do while that's open. Yeah, that part of the interface needs a little bit of work. You took it up in the mountains with one bar and it was fine, really. Well, let's see what happens when we're actually moving. And this is going to require that the Mevo does not actually fly off the dashboard. So if suddenly the image goes flying sideways, hopefully it means that it wasn't in an accident. No, I'm not going to get in an accident. It just means that the thing went flying off the dashboard. All right, let me make sure I can get to everything without the cables getting caught in the way. Yes, I know. Famous last words. What's the worst that could happen? Let me put on. Hold on. I'm going to put the windsock on my lav so that I can have the windows down. So let's see here. Let's put this little mini windsock on here. See? Look at this. Look at this cute little tiny wind jammer windsock. Dead. I can't even call it a dead kitten. It's more like a dead mouse. It's horrible. I know this is loud and obnoxious. Excuse me while I get this on here. Just to make sure we minimize the wind noise. And here, you get back on there. All right. Ryan saying, I just had a thought, if this works, this can be your new non-illegal car vlogging setup. Well, it's only non-illegal because this is not mounted to the windshield, but it still should be mounted to something. Would using a mic like the Rode Link with the GH5 XLR unit improve the audio? For what I'm doing now, or for using with the GH5? the GH5, the audio will improve because you have a higher bit rate, and then you can connect up higher quality microphones. So there's that part of it. So yeah, I mean, the XLR1 certainly can improve your audio quality, but it's not going to improve your audio quality if you just plug in a little lav mic like this. Then it's just kind of a waste. All right, let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's get out of here. We're going to find out how good this camera will stick up there. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. I've got this little sticky dashboard thing. I wonder. Hold on, I'm going to pull over real quick. This might help to keep the camera from sliding around. Will it? Nope, that's even slipperier. Ha, bad idea. Bad idea. I need sticky tape. I need like duct tape or gaff tape. So you should always have gaff tape in the car. All right, here we go. Off we go. So we are on, you can follow me on Google Maps if you want to figure out where we are. If you look up Ashland, Oregon, you can look up my studio address. That's no secret, 1085 Benson Way, Benson. And I am driving down Benson Way right now, coming to the junction of Crowson, just past Dagoba Chocolates. And let's see here, where do I want to go? Let's go, I'm trying to think of where the cell signal is strong. I know if I go up that way, I'll hit a pocket. We're going to go left and see what happens. So we're turning left on Crowson here. And there we go. Oh, and there's road construction up here. Here's what I'll do. Let's turn the camera around. Let's give you guys a forward view. You guys can say hi to the construction crew up here, telling me to go slow and go around them. That's excellent. We will do that. Going slow, going around. I have no idea what they're doing. They're building what I think is an emergency on-ramp, off-ramp kind of a thing here next to our freeway, but it's been going on for 9 months or something, and it looks like it's been done, but somehow they keep on working on it. I really don't understand. Bureaucracy, I suppose. Beautiful area we live in, as you can clearly see. Hopefully you can see. I know there's a little bit of exposure differential here. We should go up to the winery. Man, that's a good plan. Why don't we go to the winery? Let's go to a brewery. Is it too early for a beer? One of those days, I just don't really want to do much of anything today. I think that was because I worked so late last night. People are asking, and I promise I'm not reading the chat while I'm driving, but somebody asked, how is low light on the Mevo? You know, I haven't done a real low light test. I did it in the studio, and then I've done outdoors, and here we're outdoors again in slightly lower light than yesterday, but this is obviously a sunny day. Let's see, I'm going to turn right here, so I'm turning right now for anybody who's following. Let me see how my reception is doing. I still got 3.4 megabit. That's pretty good. Let's see here. I don't know where we should go. No, you know, I think I'm going to go a different direction. No, we'll go out this way. Oh, here, this we'll do. We'll go out to the lake. Let's go out to Emigrant Lake. You guys can see Emigrant Lake. That's beautiful. And we'll see if I still got a signal there, if I haven't lost you guys. Going down to 2.5 megabit. That still should be enough. It might drop quality. I don't know if it'll actually drop quality automatically. How's the wind noise, guys? Aha! We're back. Yes. Sweet. Are we back? We are 3.9 megabit. Excellent. We got signal. It's okay. We're back. We are back, and we are working again. Excellent. Hey, Sean, should I come to your house? Are you home? I saw you comment. I saw you were watching. Maybe I'll drive out to your house. How's your reception out there? All right, here we go. Good. We are back and live. We did lose most of our audience. I see we're down to 10. We've got 3.2 megabit up, and we are still driving away. Excellent. So I don't know if anybody had commented if I should drop close the window and turn on the air conditioning, if that would be better sound, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay right now. So this is beautiful Ashland, Oregon. Oh, and then we got down to 1.5 megabits. Dang it. So it's dropping quality, or it's telling me I should drop quality. All right, well, I think that's enough. Why don't we just head back to the studio? Maybe I won't head over to your place, Sean, because clearly that's not working, and I will definitely lose the signal on the way there. So if we are still live, it's really struggling. Yeah, I'm down to 1.3 megabit right now. I'm turning around. I'm gonna head back to the studio where I know I've got a connection. Here's the problem, we just don't have great cell reception here. T-Mobile, who I absolutely love and adore, for whatever reason hasn't been able to put in an antenna here. And I know a lot of it is local Ashland bureaucracy. I don't know what Verizon and AT&T had to do, but they finally got permission to put up some antennas, so both of them have great service in here, but T-Mobile still has not. And honestly, there's a lot of folks around here who think that you get brain cancer from cell phone towers and from cell towers while on Facebook. So, okay with the. Let's see here. So how's our signal doing? We're doing 2 megabit. It shows me we're doing all right. Looks like we might be back okay. So you can see that I am still here. I am still the one driving the car. I haven't snuck out, handed it off to somebody else, although that would be a pretty neat trick. And we're just gonna wait here for this motorhome to come by. You're in the DC area as well. Definitely not a lot of wide open spaces. No, this is a beautiful area here. We got a lot of wide open spaces here for sure. That's Southern Oregon for sure. I just gotta wait for all these cars to go by. Signal is fluctuating. Yeah, Ryan, I'm heading back to the studio. We're gonna try and have a better signal there, because at least we know we've got reception there. But yeah, you got a little tour of the area. Let's turn that back around again. Yeah, that's a lot more interesting to look out there than just look at me. You guys see me all the time. Well, this is an interesting test of the Mevo. I'll say it dropped the signal. I was trying to keep an eye on the signal, and I saw it drop down to like 1 megabit, and then suddenly it was at 0.1 megabit, and then that's when I turned around, and then I started seeing comments of, oh, there we go, so it has dropped, or had gone super slow. But then on the way back, it was trying to reconnect, and it did try to reconnect for a long time, and it didn't, and it finally just ended it. But I was able to manually reconnect immediately, and that did jump back into the same show, which is great. That's always a concern with Facebook Live. If you drop your signal, you can get kicked out of the show. Basically, the show will close if it doesn't have a signal for a certain amount of time. And I don't know what that amount of time is. I'm sure that is a fixed data point, 1 minute or something like that. I don't know what it is. But fortunately, it wasn't long enough, or wasn't too long, I should say, that it dropped me off. So we are back. Oh, look, and our live count has gone back up too. We're back to 3 megabit. This is going pretty good. David Foster, are you still watching? This is a new experience. Live blogging while driving. Something tells me this is a really bad idea. I should have someone else doing the driving. But it's okay, I'm not reading the comments. I promise. Sort of, kind of, not really reading the comments. Okay, maybe I glance at them every once in a while. But that's okay, right? We all glance at our cell phones. No, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Do not glance at your cell phones while driving. God, people. Do we have to do everything? All right, let's see here. Where are we? We're doing the slow thing again. Driving through. Cute road worker. All right, next up, let's see here. We're gonna hang a right here in just a moment. So this is coming up Croson. We are about to turn right onto Benson, which is my street. Go by the chocolate factory. We should go in there and do a little tasting. That'd be fun. Take you guys on a live tour of the chocolate factory. Actually, you can't get a tour of the chocolate factory, but you can go into the tasting room if you ever come visit. You can get a little free samples. Yummy, yummy Dagoba chocolates. There, we just drove by Dagoba. All right, heading back to the studio. Ooh, the FedEx man is here. I wonder what he brought today. Always a good sign seeing the FedEx truck out. Let's see here. Where are we going to park? I'm going to park back where I was. All right, so we are back at the studio. We're still on the LTE signal though, because the Wi-Fi, I would have to connect the Mevo to the Wi-Fi. The Mevo is connected instead to my phone, not to the Wi-Fi, and so it is using the cell signal. Obviously, it's connected to my phone. But even though now that we're back near the studio, I probably could get onto the Wi-Fi, but we're not going to do that because we don't want to switch things. All right, let me park here completely. There we go. Turn off the engine, turn the camera back around. And let's see what happened in the comments while I was doing that. I don't know about you guys, but that was insanely dumb and fun, but I had a good time. All right, whoa, look at all these comments flying by. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning. So remember, this is a Ask Me Anything, since clearly we're not doing anything too high tech here. Do a little zoom in, and let's see what is going on. Marvin says, I'm going on a trip to Liverpool tomorrow, and would like to set my GH5 back to idiot mode, point and shoot. What's the best way of doing it, and have you any things to say which would help? Okay, so I would say the first thing, before you go setting it back to idiot mode, if you have worked with your GH5 for a while and you're really loving it, make sure you save your settings. Remember, you can save that. Save them to your memory card, and then top tip, take that memory card out of your camera, stick it in your computer, and copy the file, and actually copy the whole folder structure to your computer somewhere. Stick it in Dropbox. Because, obnoxious. Because, okay, seriously, what is this thing? Look at this tiny little motorcycle about to go by here. Oh my God, look at that thing. It's so funny. Because that way you can go back to your settings later on, right? You'll be able to go in and restore your camera settings. So if you set everything to default because you want to make it easy, and then you go, okay, now I want to get back to my settings, you can restore your settings. The reason I say that you want to save it to your desktop is because if you don't, you will at some point likely reformat your memory card, forgetting that you've got your settings file on there. I never have done that before, but I've heard that people have made that mistake, so don't make that mistake. Okay, so there's that. Let's see here. Otherwise, as far as setting the camera up for idiot proof, just use one of the IA modes, the intelligent auto modes. It's great. I did one of the videos that I recorded for my GH5 training, of which I've got a whole bunch of edited ones to approve today, which hopefully then I can start uploading these things to the site for you guys to download for reals, for those of you who have bought it. Friends with all the local FedEx delivery and UPS guys. The intelligent auto, it's amazing. It will actually detect what you're taking a picture of. So you point at a person, it goes, oh, this is a person. You point at food, it goes, oh, this is food. It's crazy, ridiculously cool. So just put it in IA, intelligent auto mode, and go to town. That's the easiest thing to do, for sure. All right, let's see what else is happening here. Why did I move to this area? Martin's asking. Do at PhotoJoseph me, but I'm still going to try and read through all these. Why did I move to this area? Family reasons. My ex and the kids had moved here. Her husband got a job in the area. I was freelance, could work and live anywhere. Sounded like a nice place to move and a hell of a lot less expensive than Southern California. So we moved here. And great decision, because I absolutely love it here. It's a really, really nice area. Good schools, clean air, clean water, mountain views. You know, hard to beat. Let's see here. What else is going on? We are still, yep, everything's still alive and good. Have I tried? Okay, we're up to the tried face tracking part of it. Let's see. Let me scroll down a little bit farther. And just for interviews, I actually plan on doing an interview with this, with a 3-person interview. So myself, Eric Meindling, and Christopher Briscoe. Sorry, buddy, if you're watching. Brain fart there. Chris, Eric, and I were going to sit down and have some beers and have a little photography chat, and I wanted to use this camera and hopefully have Ryan kind of run the production side of it and do the camera switching, so we can just chit chat and have a good time doing that. We'll lav mic into a mixer so we get really good quality audio. So now that I've got it, and now that I have a way to do this on YouTube, I just got to wait for everybody to be in town at the same time. But we're totally going to do that. This would be super fun to use this for interviews that way. Oh, I see I'm pretty far back here. Oh, empty roads, non-existent in London. Yeah. How's the little light on the Mevo? As I said, I haven't really done anything with that. Let's see here. This is fun. Well, I'm glad people thought this was fun. Water slides? We have water slides? Oh, you want to go? Oh, that's right. The water slides at the park, at the lake. Those are the worst water slides ever. It's so lame. But it's like 2 slides from a playground that they put a hose on. It's pretty much, it's a little bigger than that, but not much. Wouldn't it be great to have really good water slides around here? I love water slides. Okay, no data. Oh, will it reconnect? Everybody's talking about that. Hit a dead zone. I did. Ashland has a lot of dead zones for all carriers. Yeah, I don't know if you guys, how much of that you heard, because I have no idea how much you were actually hearing, but I was talking about how in Ashland, it's hard to get good cell reception because of local legislation makes it really hard to put up new cell towers. But a couple have gone in over the last couple of years, just apparently not one for T-Mobile. It's actually time for me to email them again and say, WTF, where's my direct signal here? Where's my good connection? All right, let's see here. Martin says, I'm not bringing my mobile to the U.S. I think I know what you're talking about. Probably a good idea. And I'm back. That's good. Let's see here. So, oh, Sean's saying, darn it, probably because I said I'm not going out there. I was going to head out to Sean's house, but I was losing the signal too much. Country driving is a tad bit different than you're used to in D.C. Yeah, that's for sure. Sean Mark Nipper says he's going to be doing some vlogs from the Paramount Studios. Awesome, Sean. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Back to the signal fluctuating. Cyclist driving by. Let's see here. Probably 1,000% more likely to get an illness from eating food out of boxes than with all those preservatives than from a cell tower. Just saying. Right? Tell me about it, Trevor. Ain't that the truth? Bart says I live 5 miles from my office. It takes an hour to get there. Come on. Seriously? That's messed up. How long have I lived here? I've lived here since 2010. 10 or 11. When did I move here? Hold on. 9, after 10. I think it was beginning of 11. Or was it beginning of 10? Beginning of 11. Yeah, 2011. That's when I moved here. So this is 2017 now, so 6 years. It's been a while. Can the Mevo take video inputs and allow for switching? No, but you can, as far as I understand it, and I only have the one, and actually, Geeks Life, if you're still watching this, David, if you're still watching this, you can confirm, but I think that you can have multiple Mevos and then switch between them. I'm pretty sure that's something you can do, because I saw in the Mevo setup, I can set it up, I can add another Mevo device, so I'm pretty sure that you can do that. Let's see. Ryan's saying that it would probably work better with the passenger controlling it rather than using the auto modes. Yeah. I mean, if there's multiple people, it might, I don't know. Anyway. So, got a good real estate agent? Sure. I'm friends with a couple of them. If you want a real estate agent, Marvin, you reach out to me. I will get you a place to live here. Trevor says there's too much frame information to refresh real time, especially in bucolic area. All those leaves like a billion pieces of data. Yeah, that's true. It is hard for it to follow, but it's working. Will you recommend this for a church event? I'll be using cell data. So that's the whole interior, what's the light like kind of a thing. You know, I know we can't see. If I take this into my studio, not in the recording studio, just in the main studio space, the problem is that the building is metal, and so we lose cell reception pretty badly in there. But if I leave the phone outside, I don't know what kind of range I get between the phone and the unit. Okay, we'll try that. When we're done here, I'll carry this unit into the studio. I'll leave the phone sitting outside, carry it in, and we'll see how it looks. And that'll be pretty, because we keep it pretty dim in there. It's pretty low light in there, so we'll see how that works. Michael Cleargard is saying, now another lens request. Which one is best for video? The Panasonic 25 or the 42.5 Panasonic, the little one? So not the Nocticron. I would say the Leica 25 because it's faster. You get a faster aperture, more light coming in, so it's going to give you better low light performance. And I think it's a faster, smoother focusing lens. That 42.5, the cheap one you're talking about, it's a fun little lens, but it's not the smoothest, fastest focusing lens. It's definitely not designed for video. That said, the Leica 25 is also not designed for video, but I think it would make a better video lens. So I'm going to stick with that. Graham Cooper is here. Uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Says, ask me anything really. Here goes. Oh boy. Graham, I think it might be time to end the show. Graham and I are old friends. We go back. Michael Kelgard says, going nuts making that choice between the two lenses. I need that depth of field that my 12-60 doesn't deliver. Also, there's the dead cheap 25mm from Panasonic. Well, the dead cheap 25mm is not going to give you as much shallow depth of field as that Leica will. That 25 is enough, what is it, 1.4, I believe, whereas the cheap 42.5, what is it, it's a 1.7. Ooh, so actually you might kind of get, given the focal length difference, you might get about the same depth of field. I'm still going to go with the 25. I'm going to go with the 25 for it. I think that'll be a better choice for you for video. Oh, seriously, Graham, who will win the Juventus versus Real Madrid match on Saturday? Proper and actual football, folks. Well, Real Madrid, clearly, because that's my team, yo. You know, I grew up in Madrid, so we gotta have Real Madrid. Gotta vote for them. Trevor says, he's suggesting, unless you're seriously attached to it, I replace the 12-60 with the 12-35. You'll benefit from a constant 2.8 more than the extended range for video anyway. Yeah, I am, and you guys know, I've kind of gone back and forth. Not back and forth. I have a hard time deciding on that one. Clearly the 12-35 and the 35-100 is the ultimate video combo. You have a fixed 2.8 aperture all the way through. There's a lot of advantages that come with a fixed 2.8 aperture, not to mention maintaining aperture while you're zooming, which is a good thing. And I think that camera will maintain focus through a zoom. Those lenses will maintain focus through a zoom, although I haven't tested it. I'm pretty sure that they do though. But if you got one lens, if you're going to carry one lens, not two, then that 12-60 is a really, really good option, even with the variable aperture. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I think Trevor's got a pretty good thing to say there, Michael. If you're not super attached to that 12-60, maybe swap it out for the 12-35 fixed 2.8. That might be a little bit better for you. Okay, and DT Tech Logic is saying yes. Panasonic Leica Zoom Lux 25 f1.4 is a nice lens and focuses fast. Yeah, I'd go for that. Okay, all right. Shall we carry this thing inside and see what happens? I'll just leave all this out here. Oh, actually, I need that. Let's make sure I'm not attached to anything. Whoa. Don't want to lose that. Okay, good. We're still good there. I'll just leave the car unlocked. That's a nice thing about living in a nice, safe area. Don't worry about that. I'll come back and lock it later. Don't worry. All right. Let's see what happens. I'll try and hold this relatively steady. Ryan, if you could open the door for me, if this gets to you before I get to the door. I don't have to fumble with all these things. And we're gonna find out just how good the low light view is of this. Oh, I gotta figure out how to, okay, this is gonna be a neat trick. Here's my door. The red door. Hey, look at that. You got through. Okay. Here, give me a hand real quick. Actually, you take the camera in. That's even better. All right. Ryan is taking the camera through. Go on, walk in. Ryan's taking the camera through. No, not into there, just into the main studio. We want the low light sample. Give him a tour of the studio. So, all right, guys. This is about as low light as we're going to get. They can't hear you, Ryan. He's trying to talk to you. So, let's see here. So that's pretty low light. Yeah, I mean, we like to here. I'll even close this front door, although then we might, no, I probably shouldn't close the door. I'll just lock some of the light out there. So this is what it looks like in a relatively low light situation. Why don't you set the camera on the table facing back towards the door here on my, my demo table. And then, let's see, let's hope we don't lose the signal here. We'll zoom into me here. And so now I'm at my workstation by the front door. This is pretty low light. Of course, we've got super bright lights behind us there. I don't know at what point we're going to lose the cell signal. Hopefully we won't. Signal's looking good. Here, all right, I'm gonna do this. This is super low light. I'm gonna turn around the other direction now and go over here. Now that's really low light. It is dark in here. Nope, it's doing good. No signal loss. Okay, that's good. I got 2.3 megabits. So there's what it looks like in real. This is really low light. I mean, this is really crappy light in here because none of the overheads are on. Over here, we got nothing. So we're practically in the dark. So I can tell just looking at my phone, it's not good, but now you see what it actually is. So let's turn this thing back around. Let's go to where there's at least a little bit of light. Well, how about I take it into the recording studio? Let's take it into the recording studio here. Set that guy on the it's a good view of the switching plate there. Slow internet, yeah. Okay, we're taking it back outside because that was, oh, there we go, our signal's coming back. Yeah, it was, once I went into my recording studio, which is a room within a room, then I really lost the signal. Okay, well, so that's pretty good. So I guess I gotta go back to my car so I get the iPad because I can't scroll back and see the previous chats on the phone on the interface from the Mevo. I can only see the chat as it comes up in real time. We talked about that yesterday. So that's something I still gotta sort out. So let's get back in here. We're not gonna go for another drive. Don't get excited. And see what I missed. And we're gonna wrap this thing up. Mike Weaver saying, I'm a lifelong Man U fan from the States. I've forgotten what winning is. It's a thing that sounds familiar, though. Oh, that's funny. All right. All right, nothing else going up. So we're going to wrap this thing up. Hey, thanks, guys. That was kind of fun. That was a little wild and crazy ride. Wild and crazy ride. Insane. The things that we do. That was a good test of the Mevo. That was pretty bitchin' being able to drive around and keep it up. It never slid off of my dashboard. I was pretty impressed at that. Even when I was, I mean, granted, I wasn't like doing flying turns or anything, but when I was turning around, making 180s, the thing didn't move. It's got a nice little grip on there. I still would want to put a proper grip on it if I was going to do this for real. But this could be kind of fun. This could be like you could do it like this, have two people in the car and have someone controlling, and you could do your tight shot on person one and then have it pan over to person two. I mean, you really could do a fun in-car vlogging setup if someone else was controlling everything. That'd be fun. We'd have to have a really good, reliable signal. We have somewhere where we have better signal than it. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm out of here. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow for... I got a package, the funniest thing. I'll tell you a little background story of tomorrow's show, but I might not do it tomorrow. I really want rain. Oh, background story anyway. It may not happen tomorrow, but this Chinese company reached out to me and said, hey, would you review our product? We aren't set up to, we can't ship it to you, or we can't give you a discount code coupon or anything like that. It's on Amazon. But if you buy it, we'll reimburse you. And I said, how about you send me the money first? And they did. So I bought it. It's this bizarre photographer's vest that I'm we'll see. It's interesting. And I thought, well, this looks like it'll make a fun show. So this is what we'll review. So that is, it's supposed to arrive today if it hasn't already. May do that tomorrow. I may not, though, and there's a good reason for it. Oh, thanks. Oh, you're yeah. Hey, hold on. Okay, hey, you guys, here, meet my neighbor. I'm actually live right now. Here, meet my neighbor. And shit, sorry about that. No, it's fine. I'm experimenting. We're actually live right now. Live right now. There's my neighbor Ryan Kremp. Come on over here. The audio's on my lav though, so they're not gonna be able to hear. Just set it down here. So, Ryan, let me set this down here. Let's see here. That was probably a really bad idea, wasn't it? That was probably disgusting, whatever was in there. All right, let's see. So this is, here we go. That's Ryan.
All right.
I'm going to zoom out a little bit there. So that's the Mevo. We're live streaming from there. The sound is actually on my lap, so I'm not going to be able to hear you super well. But this thing right here is a box that he has been waiting for how long now?
Since Thanksgiving.
Since Thanksgiving. It was a Kickstarter project.
Indiegogo.
Ryan, Indiegogo. Okay, here. Let me do this. Let me move the mic over. You can tell them what you do. We don't have to have it tucked in. Just clip that onto your shirt somewhere. There you go. Good enough. Tell people what you do.
I make glass body jewelry in Oregon for Glassware Studios is our company.
Glassware Studios. What's the URL?
Glasswarestudios.com.
Well, there you go. Makes that easy. Okay, so he has been. They make a lot of products every year. I mean, you make how many unique?
Thousands and thousands.
Thousands of unique products.
Yes.
Thousands of unique products.
Just because of size and color limitation of availability.
Okay, so he often needs to photograph these to have on his website, and we talked about it, but it's just obviously he can't hire me to photograph these things every time he needs them, especially with that many. So he's been looking for a good way to shoot them himself, and he wanted one of those little boxes, little kind of diffuse boxes, make it easy to set up a camera and shoot on. And so this was an Indiegogo that he did. And that's
that you sent me the link for.
I sent you the link for.
Yeah.
Sorry that I didn't send you a link to something that actually got funded more.
Hey, it worked.
But it finally worked. So let's do a quick little unboxing. Sure, why not?
All right, we're gonna do it right here.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Okay.
I'll pick this up so people can actually see. You do it. I'll hold the camera. How's that sound? Ooh, that was close. Nearly lost the phone there. We're still live. Okay. Shot boxes. Got nice packaging. So
it comes with a tote bag.
Okay, the deluxe tote bag. Excellent. So you can carry this thing around with you.
This looks like
What
the.
does that mean?
I think this is what holds the phone.
Oh, it's designed to use. Oh, right. So it's designed to use your cell phone to take the picture. So this makes it super easy. Let's see. What is the USB cable for powering it? Oh, it looked like the LED lights on there. Was that? Yep. So there's some LED light strips there. Alrighty. Let's see what else is in here. Shot box. That must be. Oh, there we go. Different plates for if you're going to shoot with a black background. Or
Yeah, it comes with all these plates. This was an extra add-on that we got. It was part of the Thanksgiving Day package. Special deal. So you have all these backgrounds.
Oh, that's cool.
If you want to shoot,
Yeah, it looks like it's on brick or stone or whatever. Okay. Cool. Impromptu unboxing. This is awesome.
How many people are watching?
We only got 24 right now. We lost a few. I was driving around.
Oh.
Just experimenting, and of course I lost the signal. I went out to Immigrant Lake. That didn't work out so well.
So what's this? This is the panels.
So that's probably the light blocking panels, kind of hold everything into place. Builds, basically build a box out of that. My buddy Graham Cooper saying that you like my show, but you have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, that sounds about normal. I never have any idea either, buddy. And what's there? Colored tubes? What are these things? It's.
Is it more inserts?
I don't know. It looks colorful. What is that?
Oh yes, these are more inserts.
Oh, okay, so just solid color.
Solid colors.
Oh, that's pretty. Nice shade of blue.
I think it was 4 different colors. There's a green, a blue, probably a black, and a white.
Okay, so solid colors, and then you also got the plates of the different funky textures.
Yep. And then here's the shot box.
The box itself. Nice packaging. It's nicely put together. It's not just thrown into a box with a bunch of peanuts, chocolate peanuts.
Oh, this is the another add-on. That's for your smartphone. And these must
so
be.
you can trigger it.
Yep, so you can trigger it without touching your camera, your phone.
Oh, that's good. That's assuming, of course, that you have a phone that has a headphone jack, which means not an iPhone 7.
And then the magnets to hold the backgrounds.
Oh, okay, cool. That's nice.
Let's see
Nice
what.
simple way to do this. I am just hand holding this little camera here, so it's not the stablest shot in the world, but there you go.
This is a dirty table too.
This is a dirty table.
I thought we were gonna do it in your studio, but
I know. Well, we actually, because I'm live off my cell phone, I can't go into the studio. I'll drop the signal. We tried that already.
really?
Yeah. I don't get cell reception. You get cell reception in yours?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I get it, but it's too
Who do you have?
T-Mobile.
So do I. Oh no, I had T-Mobile. Now I'm Studio Cellular.
Oh, yeah.
AT&T is bad around here too.
I think they and Verizon have both gotten good. They both got new antennas put in. All right, let's see.
Another floor reversible.
Wow, there's a lot of parts to this thing. All right, here's the main box. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, cool. Okay, just like that. There you go.
Does it
All right,
click open, or?
It might not. It's it would really need to, because you're not really lighting or doing anything to the sides, right? So you put the lights. Let's see, where do lights go? Oh, there's more LED light strips along the top. Okay, so you can see the yellow strips there. Those are the LED light strips on the top, and then I guess wherever you put the camera, you have some front-facing lights.
Let's see.
Right? Yeah, that makes sense. So that looks like I think probably the other way around. Flip that upside down. There you go. Yeah, perfect, like that. Okay, so there you go. So now you put the phone here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can adjust this up like that.
Right, you put the phone here with the camera hole through that, presumably. And then there's LED
Yeah, it even
lights.
holds pads too.
Oh, okay, there you go. So it reaches out, and then you've got, here, go ahead, fold it back down. I'll put my phone on there. So basically like this. So you can see where the phone is. Clearly, you'd reposition this so that the lens pokes through, and then the other side of this has LED lights. So those yellow strips, those are LED lights. You got forward-facing LED lights, top-mounted LED lights, and then you put all those backgrounds in there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Right on. Well, maybe we'll do a proper review of it once you get it all set up.
Yeah, we'll do
Get
some
pictures
shots.
of it, do some shots with it. I love that it's actually designed to use your cell phone. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it folds up.
And it folds up. That's cool. Right on.
Oh, here's the power back here.
And I think it's powered by USB, wasn't it? Isn't that what I saw? One of the
Probably.
Just plug it into your computer or any little USB charger, and off you go. Which means you could plug it into a battery pack like the one you had yesterday.
Yes.
That solar power one. Do you have that on you?
No, it's right there though.
That's okay. He's got this battery pack that was it 10,000 milliamp, and it has a solar panel built into it. And it was what, $13 bucks?
Yeah, on Wish.com.
Crazy. That's insane. That's crazy.
I'm sure they're more in the stores, but
Yeah, absolutely. Right on. Okay, so here, now that I've been kind of ignoring the chat, let me set this down here. Okay, thanks. I'm going to take this and plug this back into me, and let's just see if there's anything else in the comments, and then we really are going to go for reals. All right, let's see. The lenses we were talking about earlier, Mevo's a good tool. It's almost as if there was a thought-out plan for today. Don't get carried away, Ryan. What's happening now is exactly why I watch. Why, thank you, Mike Weaver. This is fun. And Linda asked if you could give the link to the app I need to convert MP4 video to GH5. Yeah, we'll put that in the comments. I don't remember the name of it offhand, so we'll add that into the comments later.
Indiegogo Shotbox.
Oh, that he's talking about. No, she's talking about something else. But
okay.
this Indiegogo, this is a Indiegogo shot box, is what this is. Yeah. So shout out to these guys.
Oh yeah, and
There you go. Shot box. Somebody what?
said about the cardboard box. That's what I was using before a little while ago.
Oh yeah, just
Cardboard box with tissue paper cuddled on the outside.
This is probably a little bit better way.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool. Well, hey, thanks for coming on for an
right.
impromptu unboxing.
neighbor.
That's what you get for sticking your head out the door. And
I was on my way over there.
That's okay. All right, guys, we're actually going to end the show now for reals this time. Let's turn this around so you can actually see things. There we go. That's it. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to give you 20 seconds of nothing to look at so Ryan can put up his end screen. And, don't forget to subscribe, like. You can like this video. Everybody who's watching now, click that like button. Jam it hard, because, what's not to like about a video like this? See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Are you offline?
No, I let it roll for another 30 seconds or so. We put up some end things, and they can hear me talking right now, but that's okay. This is super cool. I'm glad it finally came, and it actually looks like it's going to work. Slide shot needle.
Oh, this is the oh, it dims too.
Oh, it's got dimming. Okay, good. Yeah.